Welcome to Easy Bio Learning. I am Aruna. Today we are going to learn about DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid. The famous model of DNA is given by Watson and Crick, and according to the name, this model is called as Watson and Crick model of DNA, for which they were awarded by Nobel Prize in the year 1962. Generally, generally they gave this a famous model on B form of DNA. Various models of DNA or various forms of DNAs are there, but Watson and Crick model is for B form of DNA, and the word DNA was coined by Jacques. According to this model, the DNA molecule is a double helix which contain or made up of by two polynucleotide strands spirally twisted around each other on a or around a common axis to form a right-handed double helix, and in this case the two strands are anti-parallel to each other. That means they run opposite. One runs from 5' to 3' end and another from 3' to 5' end. The main components of DNA are, or the DNA mainly made up of by three components: the nitrogen bases, the pentose sugar, and phosphate molecule. And four nitrogen bases are present in case of DNA. They are adenine, guanine, thymine, and cytosine. These are the four structures of adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. You can see these. Some structures are in double ring structure and some are in single ring structure. So depending upon the presence of single and double rings, again these four nitrogen bases are divided into two groups: purines and pyrimidines. Purines means the structure which contain double rings, and pyrimidines or pyrimidines contain only a single ring structures. Uracil is present in case of RNA, but it is absent in case of DNA. DNA only contains two purines and two pyrimidines molecules. The purines are adenine and guanine, and pyrimidines are thymine and cytosine. These are, in this pic you can see the detailed chemical structure or the arrangement, how the molecules are arranged in pyrimidines and purines. So in case of pyrimidine, the single ring structure, it contains a nitrogen molecule at 1 and 3rd position, whereas in case of purines, as it is a double ring structure, it contains nitrogen molecule at 1, 3, 7 and 9th position. So this is the detailed chemical structure or the arrangement of atoms in case of cytosine, thymine, uracil, adenine and guanine. When the nitrogen base combined with the sugar molecule, it is called as nucleoside. Then what type of sugar is present in case of DNA? The DNA, the sugar which is present is called as deoxyribose sugar. This is the general structure of ribose sugar, and it is a 5-carbon sugar. At the second position, you can see the OH molecule is present. But in case of DNA, from the second carbon position or second prime carbon position, the oxygen molecule is eliminated, or the removal of oxygen molecule from the second carbon atom. Hence it is called as deoxyribose. D means elimination or removal, oxy means oxygen. The removal of oxygen from the second carbon position, hence the sugar is called as deoxyribose sugar. So when the nitrogen base combines with the pentose sugar or 5-carbon sugar, it is called as nucleoside. We have four types of nitrogen bases: A, G, C and T: adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. Hence we have four types of nucleosides: adenosine, guanosine, cytidine and thymidine. When these nucleosides combine with phosphate molecule, that means the nucleoside plus a phosphate molecule, it is called as nucleotide. The nitrogen base, pentose sugar and the phosphate group combinedly called as nucleotide. Here how a nucleotide is forming. That means the fifth carbon or the 5' position of sugar molecule binds with the phosphate molecule with phosphoester bond to form a nucleotide. So at the 5 carbon position it combines with phosphate molecule, and at the first carbon it combines with the nitrogenous base to form a nucleotide. So when the first carbon combines with nitrogenous base, anyone, it may be adenine, maybe guanine, maybe cytosine, maybe thymine, the bond is called as glycoxylic bond. And when the fifth carbon combines with the phosphate group, it is called as ester bond or phosphoester bond. This is the chemical structure, how they form bonds or how they are related. Okay, the first position of carbon of sugar combines with the nitrogen or the small ninth position nitrogen molecule of pyrimidines or purines. So now we came to know about the nucleosides, the nucleotides, and now the question arises how the polynucleotide strand forms. Nucleosides, we know that nitrogenous base bonded to deoxyribose sugar. Nucleotide, the nucleoside with a phosphoric acid or phosphate molecule called as nucleotide. And we know that nucleic acids are polynucleotides. Then how the polynucleotide strand is formed? Then this is in this picture you can see how the bond forms between a nitrogen base and sugar molecule. So from the ninth position carbon it takes one hydrogen molecule, and from the first carbon it takes one OH group, and one molecule of water releases out to form a bond which is called as glycosidic bond. And phosphodiester bond, how the formation of phosphodiester bond takes place. We know that, where is cursor? I got it. Again F5. We know that this is one nucleotide and this is another nucleotide, and the bond formed between the two nucleotides with a phosphate molecule is called as phosphodiester bond. That means when two nucleotides combine or join together with a phosphate molecule, it is called as phosphodiester bond. So this is one nucleotide, this is another nucleotide, and this is a phosphate molecule. How a phosphate molecule links to nucleosides, that is what called as phosphodiester linkage. From the third carbon position of one nucleotide, sugar, from the third carbon position of pentose sugar of one nucleotide, it takes one hydrogen atom, and from the phosphate molecule it takes one hydroxyl group, and one removal of one molecule of hydrogen of water is taking place, forming a bond which is called as phosphodiester bond. And in case of DNA, it contains 4 types of nitrogen bases, hence 4 nucleosides and 4 nucleotides are present. When the nitrogen combines with pentose sugar, 4 types of nitrogen bases are there. When adenine combines with pentose sugar, it is called deoxyadenosine. Likewise, deoxyguanosine, deoxycytidine, deoxythymidine. And when this nucleoside combines with phosphate, and it is a single molecule of phosphate, hence 4 nucleotides are there. The nucleotide named as deoxyadenosine 5' monophosphate, deoxyguanosine 5' monophosphate, deoxycytidine 5' monophosphate, deoxythymidine 5' monophosphate, because the phosphate molecule mono means single phosphate molecule attaches at the fifth carbon position, hence it is called as 5' monophosphate. The same thing is we can see in case of RNA, but the thymine is replaced by uracil. It is the open structure. How the arrangement of sugars, phosphates, nucleotides and nucleosides are taking place in DNA molecule. So this is one polynucleotide strand, this is another polynucleotide strand. Both are anti-parallel. You can see this is 5 or 5th carbon position, this is 3rd. So the two strands running from 5' to 3', 3' to 5', opposite. And the backbone of DNA molecule is made up of by sugar and phosphate. The base pairs, or when the four nitrogen bases attaches or forms bond with one another, that is called as base pair. Pair means two bases. Any two base when pairs with hydrogen bonds, they are called as base pairs. Adenine always binds with thymine with help of two hydrogen bonds, and guanine always binds with cytosine with help of three hydrogen bonds. According to Chargaff's rule, in DNA molecule, the amount of purine is always equals to the amount of pyrimidines, and A always binds with T with help of two hydrogen bonds, and C always binds with G with help of three hydrogen bonds. The amount is always equal. This is how the DNA looks like. This is the helical structure. At the main single center core axis, the two strands, this is one strand, this is another strand. The two strands are anti-parallel, and the distance between, or the diameter between the two strands is about 20 angstrom or 2 nm. The length of a single helix is about 3.4 nm or 34 angstrom. Similarly, in one helix 10 base pairs present, so the distance between each base pair is about 0.34 nm or 3.4 angstrom. When the DNA forms a helix, it forms some small groups called as minor groups, and it forms some larger groups which are called as major groups. And you know that the main backbone of sugar DNA contains phosphate and sugar. Both strands are anti-parallel to each other. So what are the important features of Watson and Crick model or double helix model of DNA? The DNA molecule consists of two polynucleotide strands that are spirally twisted around each other and coiled around around a common axis to form a right-handed double helix. The two strands are anti-parallel. One is running from 5' to 3' and another one is running from 3' to 5' end. The sugar phosphate backbones remains on the outside, while the core of the helix contain the purine and pyrimidine bases. The two strands are held together by hydrogen bonds. A always binds with T, C always binds with G. The A and T binds with the help of two hydrogen bonds. G and C binds with help of three hydrogen bonds. The amount of purines always equals with the amount of pyrimidines according to Chargaff's rule. And the diameter is about 20 nm or 220 nm, 2 nm or 20 angstrom in case of DNA. The length of a single helix is 3.4 nm. So these are the main characteristic features of Watson and Crick model of DNA. The main thing is that DNA is a double helical structure and it is called as a polynucleotide strand which are anti-parallel to one another. Thank you for listening.